Hi, in this video you will see the configuration required to enable semantic modular integration with Git services in private network using Oracle Analytics Private Access Channel. Oracle Analytics supports Git integration using HTTPS and SSH protocol for Git services with private and public endpoints. The first scenario is integration with Git services in public network. If the Git services have a public endpoint, then no additional configuration is required and the Git repository SSH or HTTPS public endpoint URL can be used for semantic modular integration with Git. For example, here I have a repository in GitHub and I can simply copy the HTTPS URL for this GitHub repo and use that for semantic modular Git integration. The second scenario involves integration with a Git service hosted in a private network. In this setup, Oracle Analytics has a public endpoint while the Git service resides in a private network with a DNS domain such as companyabc.com. To enable integration, a virtual cloud network must be configured along with a private access channel from the Oracle Analytics instance. This includes defining a DNS zone that resolves to the private Git service. Another variation of this scenario is when the Oracle Analytics instance itself has a private endpoint within the VCN. In this case as well, a private access channel must be configured to allow communication with Git service. Details on prerequisites for setting up a private access channel, including setting up a VCN, are provided here, and configuration steps for setting up private access channel is covered in this section. Here you see Oracle Analytics Cloud instance details under resources, private access channel. This is where we configure a private access channel. Here there is already a private access channel that's been configured with the DNS zone of companyabc.com. The Git repository URL used for the integration should match the DNS domain specified in the DNS zone. So in this particular case, the Git URL should have the same companyabc.com to connect to the private Git service. In summary, if the Git service has a public endpoint and the Oracle Analytics instance has egress access, no additional networking configuration is required. If the Git service resides in a private network, then a private access channel must be set up to enable semantic modular integration with Git services in a private network.